Earlier today, somebody mentioned Pagan, who was a poet of 50 years here in San Francisco Bay Area and passed about 2 years ago. And I wrote a poem about Pagan's passing that I'm going to read just because it was brought up.
Just a weird side note on that is that I was a Facebook friend and he's never been taken off, so like
he's still there.
I get like his birthday.
Yeah.
You know, it's Pagan's birthday, but he's dead. Anyway.
Kurt, I hate to say this, but I have about a dozen or 2 dozen of those friends that still haven't been taken off.
Yeah.
Sometimes I unfriend them because I just can't deal with it. It's like when my mother died, I removed her number from my cell phone because I just couldn't deal with it. This is called Nary Saint Nor Sinner. Was he Paul or John, Saul or Thomas? No rock to batter down an old church, no Judas nor Jonah waiting to be reborn. Pagan built his new estate on poetry, weaving words into colorful, pastoral, sweet nothings for the thick-furred and thin-finned, tumbling by like a creek singing to the sky, murmuring all the love found in a heart, all one can care for, friends for a lifetime. I'm talking about the wonder of children, about pretty, fresh faces, eyes sparkling, sharp as knives, lovely maidens' tales, word flowers sprinkled everywhere he went, this bard and his musician, lyric and melody, declaiming, proclaiming, heralding, carving a beachhead into the word fray, enlightening our way to a misty future, so much better than, but still tied to the past. And now you've left us just as you led us, sneaking away into the endless night, leaving a tear in our eyes and a smile on our faces. We will long miss you, old friend, traveling far and wide, but by you, blessed be. We live in some strange times, so here's 4 short poems. First one is called Fire. Shadows of flowers seared onto the walls. Hiroshima never fades, nor Nagasaki. Infinite blossoms. I am man destroyer, building this fire, burning this world. 2. Ruin. Rain in war can be beautiful for the living, not so much for the dead. 3. Flying. Falling from the sky, his screams were a song only birds heard. I was in Brooklyn with some friends recently, and walking around I found in the gutter right outside a mobile gas station this particular name tag. It had been run over numerous times, and you're going to find out about this name tag, but you're welcome to look at it afterwards if you like. It's called Mohammed in the Gutter. Mohammed in the gutter, lost beside the roadway, just another eager earner, yearning for a better future, inking his name on a hard white plastic name tag. Someone else's. He traces over Mobile, too, his employer, showing he's a driver, a man in charge of his destiny, everything underlined for America, the show me nation. He's saying, don't forget or ignore us who try so hard, who've come so far for some hope to make a new life. This is not like home. A good thing, the reason we came. Still, it's uncomfortable to be different, to be distrusted. Some change the names to fit in, like my grandfather, an Alsatian. Léon Jean-Baptiste Oman became Louis K. When asked what K stood for, he didn't know, but eventually offered up an answer. Kirby, he said. Like the vacuum cleaner, we snickered behind his back. It was easy for us to mock him and his foreignness, as it was to like the elegance of foreign-sounding names. We made up fancy names with weird spellings for our children, whose American heritage would never be questioned. Meanwhile, Mohammed in the gutter, cars passing over him, getting gassed up to drive on. Indeed, how did our oil get underneath his sand? How did our bombs devastate his homeland? I bend over and pull Muhammad out of the gutter, this name tag a metonymic stand-in for the man, and chuckle. This I'll keep, for inscribed underneath Muhammad's handwritten name was Pierre, the name tag's previous and original owner. Maybe he was from Alsace, maybe Algiers.
Interesting. True story.
You know, we have this jackass in the White House, and he's probably going to destroy America. Maybe he won't destroy the world. And I took a bunch of his tweets and some other famous pieces and turned them into this poem called No Safe Spaces. You may recognize some of the language here. No safe spaces. Standing amidst the flames like wolves' tongues, surrounded by shattered lives, the sun sets in the east this time, a dark orange pallor, casting its sickly shadow over dreams once offered. It's a republic if you can keep it, said an old white dead guy, while a child, incandescent like the stars, burns through the night, her eyes the color of embers, an abyss beckoning to a future, too like the past, another season, turning. Guernica, Guerrero, resistance is inevitable. Art is an act of war. You must apologize for the art you never birthed, for the smiles you made instead. There are no safe spaces when the playwright writes, whenever I hear the word culture, I release the safety. It matters not which safety. There is no safety in such a storm. The sibilant hissing sounds Hans made are as silent or loud as the starbursts of guns, the blossom of bombs. The bird, victim to its falconer, blinded, its talons torn out, its powerful beak broken. This beast knows no center, only a night of broken glass beckons, such things as happen in the darkness, and still the child stands in the flames, her burning eyes on you, on what you knew, what you know, what you failed to do. In these times, the whole world must be rude, even to the best of men, artists, poets, musicians, such soldiers in such a war. Seize up your arms. Make no safe spaces for those who would enchant or enchain us. Stand with that child, incandescent like the stars. Make your art hard. How am I doing for time?
You're good. You got time for one more.
One more? Okay. Since we're in a poetry situation, I'm going to read this poem. It's called It's also known as Sleeping with the Sound Poet. I've been sleeping with the sound poet. His noises fill my heart with joy, working his L and M combinations, rolling his R's to roar, staccato, legato, sonorous, aspirating noisily, then bubbling out sloppy lip farts, mixed with plosive P's and B's. When we woke, we were covered in piss. It seemed there had been an accident, an unfortunate nighttime release. I didn't mind. These things happen. I changed the bedding and made breakfast, cured meats mixed into scrambled eggs, last night's mashed potatoes, leftover broccoli al dente. It was delicious. He gobbled it up. I spoon-fed him one bite at a time because his na sounds and his ba sounds take me to a place no other poet knows. Perhaps his plate slipped to the floor, but I think he threw it. It landed face down, food flying everywhere. I kissed him and cleaned that up too, then hugged him close and tight. For someday soon, he'll walk and talk, and I'll miss baby boy he used to be.
Yeah.